Okay, hey folks, this is going to be a how to do dialogue in Unity Playground for Unity version 2021. I'm going to start with setting up the things that we need to get Playground to work. This is a completely new file. The only thing that I've done is imported the assets for Playground with the package manager. So we're starting from scratch. So if we go down to Unity Technologies, open this up, go to Playground and look at our scripts, there are conditions that allow us to make things happen. And one of the things that allows to happen is an action that is a dialogue balloon. So in order to get dialogue to work, we need to have a condition that we can trigger. So I'm going to take a second to just get something set up that will allow that to happen. And to do that, I'm going to go into images. I'll go to creatures and I will drag an image in of a creature that I can control. So I'm going to make this something that can move. Give it move with arrows. That's going to automatically make it a rigid body, which is going to automatically make it fall when the session starts. There we go. And so to make this work the way I want it to, I'm just going to move it up and it's going to start dropping on start. And then I'm going to put another tile or something that it can collide with. So if I just grab any old tile, let me actually grab a game element. There we go. I want to grab a crate. I'll make this twice the size. And if both of these have collision, then they'll strike each other. So let's give the creature a poly collider 2D. Let's give the box a box collider 2D. And now when I press play, the alien is going to land on the box. And if I want to, I can also use my arrow keys to make it fall off. Sounds great. Okay. Once I have all of that, I can take the box and I can add a component to the box, which is going to be condition collision. So when something collides with the box, something else will happen. This allows me to add a new action that will happen when condition collision is met. So I like to talk about these as if-then statements. If we look at our 3D gizmo, I can make that larger by blowing that up. It actually says if on it right there, because that is essentially what this condition is. If something happens, then something else will happen. And that's how we get dialogue to work. Now, here's the problem. With Unity 2021, they reordered where all of the Playground assets are, but they didn't actually update Playground to do that. So to make this work, there's an easy fix, because it's looking for assets, scripts, conditions, actions, and there's nothing there because Unity put everything into a Unity Technologies Playground folder. So an easy fix for this is to simply drag this scripts folder to assets. That is going to cause all of the scripts to be recompiled. And it takes just a second, but everything should resolve. And now when I go to my condition collision that I've placed on the box and I hit the plus key, it should now be populated with the things that I need. So I can go to dialogue balloon action, and that is going to now say, hey. But where does it want to say hey? Well, I want it to say hey on my character, the alien. So I'm going to drag the alien to target object. And now that dialogue balloon is going to follow me around when I move. Let's try hitting play. The next thing. We actually need to get this to work. We need a UI. So we go down to Unity Technologies, Playground, Prefabs, and we drag our user interface into the hierarchy. And then we try and press play. And this time it'll work. So I can hit the return key to make that go away. And then if I use my arrow key to make him jump up in the air, it will say, hey. If there is a dialog balloon already and the creature goes up in the air, when it comes back down here in my console, I'll get a little warning that says an action failed and interrupted the chain of actions, because that's completely normal. And what it means is the box, let's stop out of that. The box is trying to, again, create a new dialog balloon action, but because you already have one on top of your alien, it's interrupted and it doesn't continue. Okay, so that is the basics of how dialog works. I think a lot of people have trouble getting dialog to work because they don't realize that it is an action that is the then portion of the if. So you need the condition, the if, to make it work. Now, condition collision works. There's also a series of other conditions: key press, condition repeat, condition area. So you could have a invisible area or a non-invisible area that when you go into that area, it triggers the dialog. You could have it be that every time you hit a certain key, dialog pops up. Or it could be a condition that repeats and is constantly giving that dialog a reason to pop up. But hopefully that will help many of you get dialog to work in Unity. I know a lot of people have been having trouble getting it to work. Don't forget to include the user interface, because the user interface is the script that is allowing the dialog system to work. If you select user interface and look over here, you'll see something called the dialog system. And as we're wrapping up here, I'm going to make a separate video for Unity 2022 because there is a different error that is stopping dialog systems from working in Unity 2022, and it's a quick and easy fix. So hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know if you're running into problems with a different version of Unity, and I'll see if I can help you troubleshoot that. But hopefully you'll all be able to create dialogues quick and easy using Unity 2021 moving forward. Thanks a lot for joining.